Hi everybody, welcome back to our next Lunch and Learn, and I'm here in Richmond Hill in Mill Pond, which you can see behind me. Now, I always do a little bit of reading about the neighborhood before I get there, and the thing I thought was really cool, a little nerdly, but really cool, this is a kettle lake. That means it was formed by receding glaciers 10,000 years ago. So 10,000 years on, we're here in the community. They built up a whole community around it in Richmond Hill in the 1800s. Now for boundaries, you are between Major Mac to the south and Elgin Mills to the north, and Yonge Street and Bathurst Street to the east and the west. So 1800s, they came here, they built lumber yards, tanneries, iron mills, lumber yards, distilleries, all this kind of stuff. And we can see some of the houses even have, some of the heritage homes even have plaques in the neighborhood. So what we're going to do from here, and I guess Joelle, why don't you just do a quick 360 just to give you an idea of what's around here. So I'll get out of the shot for a second. There's a playground here. In the summer, it's used year-round by all the people. So in the summer, it's used as, like I said, a playground. There's an art gallery here that gives classes. There's carnivals, there's concerts. In the winter here, again, it's also used as a winter carnival. They have pancakes they serve here. You can use this as a skating rink. So let's quickly go and let's go look at some houses, and we'll take it from there. So when I do my filming, I always look for houses that are very representative of the area. The problem here is that it's such a mixed bag of houses. Like, I love this house here. We're closer to Yonge Street. This is kind of like what they call the older heritage area. I don't know if this is a heritage house, but I love all the houses that have plaques. This is Jesse Dewsbury. This is a carpenter from 1923. We've seen plaques from the 1800s, and I think it's really, really neat. But the point I want to make is that there's so many different types of houses. There's bungalows, small little bungalows. The lot sizes pretty much are all pretty good, but there's small bungalows with wood frame. There are, this sort of aluminum framed houses. If you sort of go down the block, even here you won't be able to see it, but we'll see if we can get a picture of it. There's so much new construction going on here too. The prices here really kind of vary. It runs the gamut. This year I've seen it as low as, let's say, 1.1. There's not very many, but I've seen 1.1, 1.2. But the lion's share is pretty much between $1.5 million and $2.2 million is really the bulk of everything. Even though I've seen stuff that have sold like in the mid threes, 3.6 million. As far as condos and townhouses and stuff like that, there are very few in the neighborhood. This is really mostly a single-family detached area. But if you really want to know, there are condos that are, the one bedrooms are in like the 400 range, the two bedrooms are in 500 ranges. There are some townhouses, and they're starting to knock some of these houses down, and they're starting to build little enclaves that we haven't seen yet what they're going to look like. But there are townhouses here that are probably from about 750 to just over $1 million, and those are the 3 bedrooms. All right, so this should give you a good feel of what's here. We're going to go eat. We're going to go to O'Neill's and check it out. All right, so what do you do when you come to Richmond Hill? You come for authentic Caribbean cuisine, which this apparently is. So we're gonna eat it, have a review. I got a roti. We got mac and wild boar. Looks delicious. Let's see. All right, so quick critique on O'Neill's on Yonge Street. I'm gonna give it, and it's okay. The roti was a little bit too bready, but the meat was good inside. And Joelle, who had the wild boar and the mac, that actually was really good. And the only other critique I have is that if you're sitting in, they're giving you plastic forks and knives, and I hate that. Anyways, so Mill Pond. We're here on Yonge Street. Mill Pond is just really, the neighborhood is just not too far in this way. So really good access to Yonge Street. This is sort of old Richmond Hill. There's stores, shopping, all this sort of stuff. So there you be. Check it out. I love doing these videos. Like, share, and we'll talk soon.